Well, here are 5 brothers from Gary, Indiana, ranging in age from 10 to 18. They're a sensational group. Here, the Jackson 5. Who discovered the Jackson 5.
ABC girl, the way it do smooth the line, girl, things you never do before.
Would you be kind enough to introduce me to your brothers?
We have Toriano Jackson, Marlon, Jermaine, and Jackie.
Hey, Mike, can I have the mic back?
You say maybe you're on, darling, take it slow, or someday you'll be all alone. This is for saving, this for taking more. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Never can say goodbye. He rocks in the treetop all day long.
Temptations, we are not dancing, dancing, dancing. She's a dancing machine.
Oh, baby, move it, baby. Automatic, systematic.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the world's most fabulous group, the Jackson 5.
You and I must make a pact. We must bring salvation back. Where there is love, I'll be there. I'll be there. Baby, yeah, yeah. I'll be there.
This is wonderful. I was supposed to introduce them, but they were here, and they're here. See? We're very excited. First of all, you guys stand quietly because I want to tell a little story how we all met, right? I'm very much want to introduce their parents who are in the audience, who are very responsible for their careers before I met them. So, Mr. and Mrs. Jackson, I think you should stand. So, since I didn't get a chance to talk about, I wanted to talk about how we met and all of that. The boys came to Detroit for a showcase for Berry Gordy. And I remember them wearing these little green outfits and these hats, and they did a show in Barry's house in Detroit called the Pool House. And we knew then that it was going to be something special. And I got an opportunity to introduce them on the Ed Sullivan Show, and the rest is just history. We did a television special and so on, and I played with Michael. And they came to live with me in California for it seemed like just a few months, but I don't know how long it was there when the parents were moving from Indiana up to California. And I got to know them very well, and I tried to train them. I tried to tell them, tried to teach them how to make their beds and how to wash the dishes and pick up the dishes from the table. So I was sort of like a parent, and I feel like that. Since the beginning of their careers, I feel very much as if they are my children. Even though I don't see them as often, Michael and I bonded very early, and so I feel like I am a parent of these boys, and I'm a grandparent of their children. I'm happy they're standing behind me. I know that they have a lot to say. And Michael, I don't see these guys that much. I'm so happy to look back and see their faces. Anyway, so congratulations, and I'll give you your welcome to the Hall of Fame. And Marlon. And Michael.
Well, boy, this is so exciting. Donna, you know something is really something. We were so thrilled when we found out that it was going to be you presenting us with this award. I mean, it was just a surprise to us, and because you were there from the very beginning and you're here now, we just want to thank you so much for that. I mean, it's just such a wonderful surprise. Incredible. And there were so many others there. Visionaries who we believed in us, like Gladys Knight. Right. She was the first one. Gladys Knight was the first one to reach her hand out to us. And Bobby Taylor, fellas.
Yes, Bobby Taylor.
He had faith in all we did. And together, they brought us to the wonderful wizard of Motown, Berry Gordy. Where is he? Berry Gordy. B-E-R-R-G-O-D-Y. Berry Gordy. Yeah. Abner. BG. We would like to say thank you for building your world of dreams around us. We're so glad that we found you. And there was Suzanne DePass. You remember Suzanne?
Oh, yeah.
Rehearsing us day and night until we got it right. I mean, she was very, very tough, but hey, we got it.
Fellas, what about the corporation?
Oh, yes, the corporation.
Guys like Freddie Parent, Deke Richards, Franz Mizell, and of course the chairman again. Thank you for writing the soundtrack of our lives.
I'll be there.
We were there, giving us the strength because the songs that kept holding us on.
Also, people like Dick Clark, you were there to build a bridge between us and the new world.
Dick Clark.
Don Cornelius, your Soul Train took us there.
That's right.
And Donnie Simpson, you were there talking about us on video. DJs like Butterball, Jimmy Bishop, Georgie Woods, Frankie Crocker, and Hal Jackson filled our hearts full of joy and laughter, played our music for the whole world. Thank you.
I concur with everything my brother said. You know, and I had a speech planned, but when you come out here, the moment is more magical than what I expect it to be, and it kind of throws things off course. First, let me say, thank you, God. Thank you, Lord, for blessing us with the gift. I really appreciate it. I also want to give thanks to a person that's my strength and has been there for over 22 years, my wife, Carol. I want to say thank you. I love you dearly, and thank you for your support. Also, my kids, Valencia and Brittany Martin, thanks for being great. My mom and dad, again, my brothers mentioned, noticing the gift that God gave us and did something about it. Embellished it, nourished it, and made it possible for us to go out there and entertain for people. Then Motown took it and took it to the next step. Barry, I want to say thank you for welcoming us, giving us the chance, and making us part of your home. And Donna Ross, the same thing. You made us part of your home, made us feel like a family, and made us, when we were produced in the studio recording, Barry used to come in there, I remember on ABC, and he had this little tongue thing happening. It's not quite right. He told Deke Richards and Freddie, but it's not quite right. Do it this way. And they changed it, and we got in the studio. We did it. Another number one record for the Jackson 5. Steve Manning, I want to say thank you. Before the Motown days, we did the Apollo Theater, and he was the first person to start the Jackson 5 fan club. And I want to say thank you, Steve. And Percy Sutton of the Apollo Theater and Susie Ikeda, who worked with Hal Davis in the studio with us. I want to thank John Johnson of the Ebony and Jet and Regina Jones of Soul. John McClain, thank you for your support and everything you've done with the brothers. And we want to thank our fans and the radio disc jockeys. Everything has played a part to get us to this moment today. And thank you for everything.
Also, let's not forget Cynthia Horner from Right On Magazine. Also, I'd like to say hello to my son, Siggy Jackson, out there. Stand up, Siggy. Stand up, Sig. Yeah. There you go, son.
I'd like to say thank you to all the people that played important parts of my life, my three sons, Tosh, Terrell, and TJ. Also, I can't forget my little baby brother, Randy Jackson.
Ragu!
This is yours too, Randy.
Randy wasn't in the Jackson 5, but let me tell you something. He played an important role in helping us get to this point, and he is a part of this, and we honor and cherish this with Randy as well. Thank you, Randy. Come on, Mike. Come on, little daddy. Come on, now. Come on, now. Get this. I'll take it for you. You take this?
I'll take it for you, Mike.
I'd like to say to our family, our children, our friends, and most of all, my mother and father. They're here tonight, my mother and father. You were there to protect us with unselfish love. Because you were there, we are here. Berry Gordy, I love you. Like Diana Ross, you were there, and now again, you are here. I'm crazy about you. Barry, could you please join us up here right now? Very good. I want you to know, in my heart and mind, you are a genius and a king. And without you, Berry Gordy, I don't think music would be the same today. You don't want to say anything? Michael. Oh, Barry.
Michael.
Barry.
The other Barry.
That's you, Barry. This is a complete symbolism, because I know you're wondering why he's standing here. This is my godson, Barry Gibb's son, Michael Gibb. Berry Gordy, you promised us 4 consecutive #1 records, and you delivered them all. I'll never forget it. It was a first in music history. And now, there's many more singles that went #1 for the Jackson 5, single after single. I'm not very good on the teleprompter, that's why I have to look down. Your faith makes it possible for us to be here today. We love you from the bottom of our hearts, sincerely. And I just want you to know that without you, my mother and my father, I don't think we would be here. And of course, God. And to all the fans, I don't want to take too much time. You were there conditionally, unconditionally. And I say thank you very much. Now we are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Say that again. Where the where?
What? Where are we? Oh, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Whenever you call our name, I don't like that angle. I like this one. So, whenever you call our name, I promise I love all of you. We'll be there.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Jackson 5. Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon. Can you believe it? It's been almost 30 years ago when you guys came to audition for me in Detroit, not too far from here. From that first day, your discipline, determination, and incredible talent inspired me. A short time later, you moved into my house in California and ate up everything. We worked hard and we played hard. The competition was fierce. The Gordy versus the Jacksons weekly baseball games. You remember that?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. These guys were phenomenal. We played hard, the Gordys, but they beat us.
Won.
I know. Jackie, you were the star. You and Tito were stars. Michael was a little shaky. Marlon beat me in chess. So
Backgammon too. Leave that out.
Okay. Backgammon too. The Jackson 5 were an all-encompassing group. The ages went from Michael 9 to Jackie, who was 17. They had something for everybody. The girls went crazy. They played to sold-out arenas around the world. We had to have such heavy security on the Jackson 5, not to keep the fans from hurting them, but to keep them from loving them to death. Everybody had a Jackson to fall in love with, including my daughter, who married one. If you don't remember where you've been, you won't know where you're going. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, by enshrining those who created and performed rock and roll, is perpetuating its history so that all musicians and artists, now and in the future, can look back and see how they evolved and how they created this great legacy. Thank you, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame founders. And to you, Michael, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, thank you for giving me the opportunity to say thank you.
Thank you, Derek. I would like to say one more thing before I leave, and that is, I want to thank 4 guys. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Tito. And thank you, Michael. Because without you 4 guys, there would not be a Jackson 5. And I thank you for the same ambition, and we did it. We worked hard, but we got it. And I want to thank everybody for this.